So what happens is the digestion of carbohydrates begins by chewing. When you take carbohydrates in your mouth and you start chewing them, digestive enzymes start breaking them down. Okay? In fact, if you take an experiment, if you take a piece of bread and you chew it and continue to chew it, you'll see that it becomes sweet, right? And that's because you're breaking down the bread in your mouth. But once you chew it and you swallow it, that's going to go where? It's going to go to your stomach. And in the stomach, the acid in the stomach stops the enzymes that started off in your saliva, and it actually will kill a lot of the bacteria. So if there are harmful bacteria that was in the carbohydrate, the stomach acids will break that down. So that's the second component of digestion of carbohydrates. When we actually look at the third component, now the carbohydrates go to a place called the small intestine. Okay? And in the small intestine, the pancreas will release enzymes to the small intestine, and those enzymes will begin to further break down the carbohydrates, and it will break them down essentially into sugars. Okay? And those sugars ultimately get absorbed into the blood. And when sugar gets absorbed in the blood, that sugar essentially is called glucose. Okay? So again, basically the carbohydrates move from your stomach into the small intestine. Pancreatic enzymes work on those carbohydrates. They break them down into sugar units called glucose, and the glucose goes into your blood, and that raises blood glucose. Okay? Now you have to understand that your body is essentially like a thermostat. It's constantly regulating everything. And one of the things it regulates is blood glucose. So how do we regulate blood glucose? Blood sugar control is very important. If we